Oh my goodness. Hey folks, back with you again to talk about HUMBL because what a week, what a stock. And my, oh my, yesterday, as a reminder, the stock price shot up and today it shot up again. But before that, let me bring in the reminder that I am not a financial advisor, not a registered broker. I'm just an investor trying to share my experiences. And yesterday, HUMBL stock price shot up 44%, and today it went up again another 40%, basically. And where did the price end up? Well, it ended up 93 cents, and there it is. That is simply amazing when you look at what this has done over the period of from last Friday when it was at about 32 cents. You could have bought 10,000 shares on Friday for $3,200, and at today's close, that would have been worth $9,300, which would be a gain of about $6,000 on a $3,200 investment in 4 days. That doesn't happen. But it happened this week, and it happened with HUMBL, ticker symbol TSNP. And we know that's going to be changing at some point, going to HUMBL. And when that does, I expect that will throw some more gas on the fire. That it'll encourage people to buy more shares. The other investment that we're certainly following, and it's tied, is our friends over at FORW, ticker symbol FORW. And today it went up 51.5% after going up 47% yesterday. That too is amazing. Let's look at that. And we have 50 cents was the closing price earlier in the day. Let's go if we can. It opened up at around 43 cents. And I think I told you that I own this stock. I also own TSNP. I bought 2,000 shares yesterday of this at 26 cents. So that was an investment of about $500. And on that one investment alone, it's up $500. So the question now is, can we continue to go up? And it's a yes and no. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Can we go up more? Yeah, over time we can, and I think we will. I talked yesterday and said it's a 99% chance that we're going to be hitting $1 on HUMBL. Well, look at there. We're already at 93 cents. I did not expect that to happen. I thought it might take till March, maybe April. I didn't know, but there we are on the verge of hitting $1 now. We have some catalysts coming up, not only the ticker symbol change, but once that goes over $1, there are some people that just never want to buy a penny stock, but they're going to buy a stock that's as it grows higher, as a buck and a half, $2. We know that the company has just brought out this week the announcement that they're launching their financial services, the Block ETX products, in over 100 countries. They're going to be also having their mobile app available in 40 countries, but as a friend of mine said, it's probably a lot harder to get the financial services approved. So if they have then an app, so if they have that in 100 different countries, well, then they're probably going to have the app there as well. I can't say that definitively, but that's my presumption. Now, I would not at all be surprised if the stock fell back. I thought it would fall back, frankly, today, and instead, as you see, it shot up. When you're up over 100% in just a couple of days, and in some cases, we're up more than 100%, as I noted. You know, there's going to be some people that are going to be taking profits. Some of them are going to be selling here. Some of them because they want the cash. Some of them are going to sell with the idea they're going to raise cash and go back in when the price is lower and buy more shares than they had before. That might work, or it might just be that the next stop is $1.10, $1.05. Who knows where it's going? What I would say to you, and this is my advice, if you have, let's say you had 10,000 shares or more that you built up, or less, but let's just use 10,000 as an example. Right now, at 93 cents, that's worth about $9,300. By itself, it seems like a lot of money, but $9,300 is not going to change your life dramatically. Now, if you need that, and I don't know your circumstances, which is why, as I said before, I'm not your financial advisor. If you need that to pay the rent or, do something that's critical to maintaining your life, then that's one thing. But if you have a job that's floating your boat, paying your bills, you're getting by, I would suggest that think about your own future. And if this stock, which we've seen go up ever since it came to market, obviously it goes down some days, but it goes up over time. I think we're going to continue to see this go up over time, and probably for a long time, because it's a brand new company. It's like, I use the analogy of a child growing. A child grows fast. This is growing, and we see that they're rolling out. So my advice would be $9,000 is not going to be the kind of money that's going to change your life. But if you're a typical middle-class family, and let's say that your 10,000 shares, let's say it goes to $5. That's not hard to believe when we're on the verge of $1 and we're just here on the 4th of February. That would be $50,000. Now you're starting to talk about real money. Let's say it goes to $10, even if that's next summer, not this coming summer, but let's say it's the summer of 2022 and it hits $10. Now you're at $100,000. Do you want to think back and go, man, I sold those 10,000 shares when they were 90 cents or 91 cents? And to think I could have had 50,000, I could have had 100,000. When you're talking about those kind of numbers, that's meaningful, and that's what I want. I want investing, not just in HUMBL, but in general. I want you to grow wealth. I want the average American to grow their wealth. And I'm a proponent of investing in the stock market because that's what you can do. You can grow wealth in a way that you can't do when you're working at a standard job. I'm not criticizing working at a standard job. I've done it. We've all done it. My point is, when you look at those people who work at a standard job and they never invest, they wonder why in many cases they don't get ahead. Those that invest, those that save, and put money aside and take some risk and keep your risk manageable. But those that do that make money. And I'll close with this. If you sell, let's say 10,000 shares, whatever it is you have, you sell it now at 9,300, and you can go and brag, hey, I bought 10,000 shares at 20 cents. I invested $2,000 and sold it at 9,000. Okay, you got bragging rights, and yes, you made money. But this is a company I think has a long trajectory. Think of an airplane taking off. We're just clearing the runway at this point, and we're going to go, I hope we're going to be going, to use that analogy, to 30,000 feet. So if you sell a winning company, and I think this is a winning company, I think in the long run this would be a winning company. If you sell it prematurely, that is where you're going to lose a fortune. Okay? I would worry about selling it too early than I would worry about the stock price falling back. If you don't have any more money to put into it and it falls back, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just, it's going to grow. Okay? It almost has to grow. We're expanding in different countries. There's obviously massive interest. And yet, even with the interest we have, as I was reminding a friend of mine yesterday, there are just millions of people around the world who are still not caught on to this story. And they will. And they might catch on to it a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. They'll see it developing. At some point, we're going to have the stock price rise to where the major institutions can come in. Right now it's you and me, it's the retail investor, but those major institutions, the people that are running the pension funds around the world, the people that are running mutual funds around the world, the people that are managing money for multi-millionaires, the wealth advisors, they're not going to go in on a penny stock, but they will go in on a stock that's $5, $8, $10 and moving. So that's where you start to draw into the share price. massive numbers of dollars. That's basically how it can go. So it's not merely about the execution. It's kind of like at a certain point, as the share price goes up, that's where we are going to get that other money coming in. It's like a rocket ship, and we've been seeing the rocket ship increase on our price. But think of stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 of that rocket. And right now, to go back to our example here, ladies and gentlemen, I would say we're just getting started.